Like and subscribe, guys.
Welcome.
Like and sub. 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 Like and sub.
really see your opponents try and sort of very organized here for. In mid-air and doing his thing, but jumping already up to 5 points. And Africain, the coach, desperate for a reaction here. See if we get under that. But yeah, 4 minutes in the field, we'll see him adapt and adjust. I'm sure he's going to try. What is to just improve on what you've done in the previous game, right? And then you reference this, 14 rebounds, 7 offensive, four assists, but I think he would have liked to impact the scoring part of this game. It's got a chance for the charity strip here as he tries to add some more points here onto the line. And it is a 10-point game. Africain need to find a response. They've got options. They can shoot from the outside, but they don't really want to just rely on having that as being the player who's going to fire the 3 shots from the outside. They've got other possibilities, right? They work with Mark Alden himself. Jesse Jones comes in on the bench. A little bit more shot shooting. More to Murray, I like that. So I like that connection. More Murray, more action, more scoring. And it is more Murray. It's a 17-5 scenario here. We're going to take a small break. The reason I came here was a feeling I couldn't name yet. It started from the sound. Stayed with me longest. In those moments.
Like and sub, like and sub.
Just my thoughts. This place reminded me of my kids. That's why I came here. Where the leakage has come from, but it's just been Ahli being so emphatic. That's coming to you. 0 rebounds for Kavan in the opening 4 minutes here. A huge concern for coach Antonio Kansas, but he's saying they need to continue to penetrate that defense, and you can see how Ahli here doing very well without his other man. That's good work, Dennis. That's a good score. Use the strength and the physicality of Mohammed, and he'll drive through the point. Coach Costa-Caris calling for it. He wants his man to pick it up. He sticks out there. Williams has the ball pitched by Chris Cross.
Like and sub, like and sub.
Bringing his A game to the floor, the Nigerian former Delaware Blue Coats player on the G League. He's an extremely physical presence in the paint. A little. It's a little battle within a battle, isn't it? Yeah, It's going to be super physical, and then Williams gets out in transition. This is the highest executed fast break team in the BAL. They average around 25 fast break points a game. They turn turnovers into points. Second connection from the 3-point line. He's just showing up today in a big way, isn't he? He makes the game look so easy. His reads are now into an 11-point lead. James Jr. trying to bring something. That's the pass out one. It doesn't fall and collects. Charlie Wall. Sunny this time. Recuperated by Dang. Dang gets it again. He's going for a long-range shot. That's a good block. That is from Abana. That's another good swiping in there.
Like and sub, like and sub.
First on the way they're chasing down loose balls. The substitution here is a Simmeray hits the bench, and it's going to be our first look at Joel Achua, who comes in the 2024 BAL MVP. We talked about him. He's recovered from an injury, and I think he's going to have a tangible impact on the offensive side. He heads to the bench for Club Africa. Yeah, we've got Mexican, of course, the new recruit for Club Africa, who's just come onto the floor as well, because they need a little bit of height here. Well, it's going to be. The South Sudanese double with Dang and Natural. I would say almost as much. They can play with their eyes closed, you know, they know how to find each other. There's Abana gets rid of Dang, trying to check him free. That's Jones Jr. going for a three shot. It rolls back out. That's an attempt to get in the rebound. Charlie Moore. Sati, very aggressive drive. Drop off to Ashwell. Get the soft touch and gets rebounds. Everything right with the finish. They include the triple pass to Ashwell looking for his first 2 points. Look at the passing there. That's fabulous from Jones Jr. And the nice shot over the top from Haggins. He gets fouled. I was going to say, it's a considerable effort. It's still in the strategy.
Like and sub, like and sub.
Also, on the other side, trying to push the ball out the interior and then ultra aggressive attacking the bigs inside the paint there for the Libyan team. Asha, coming over to you. That was cause of concern there for Kansas. They so far just managed to draw 2 fouls from Ahli Libya, and that's just not good enough for the Tunisian. With 3 minutes to play, but from the last 4 possessions, there's a contact on the face. It seems to be okay, but looks across to the officials. Forget about it, move on. It's all good. More. Great job controlling the defensive class. Jackie. Oh, he's got back game. Flat footed there, and Astral finally gets his first points off of this BAL season. Well, they take the floor for South Sudan. That's a wonderful shot, that is. The line killer for a reason. He can basically kill games if he
Like and sub, like and sub.
just 13 minutes and 3 points in that first. Still a foul, he won't get the points on that occasion.
Please like and sub, guys.
And field goal percentage on the interior, so he scored 48 times from 2 point efficiency is better than anybody else in the league, and you see why. They're 21.2 points. That's good enough for fourth in the entire season. He's always there and thereabouts. Cardiff could have got someone called Drew Cisse, very capable of being a very physical player, an important player. Actually, rebounds they didn't get. They need to start getting those rebounds. They need to start working, and try to make the ball safe, because otherwise they're going to get hurt every time. Well, that explains the introduction of Ahli, and in a few seconds, Cisse will be coming on to try and see if they can match the energy that George now brings to Ahli. We talked a bit about the rebounds, but when a team is shooting at 87% from the field, they aren't doing rebounds like Callum, but it's also a symptom of the quality of shots that Ahli has had on one side. And when they do this, then there'll be an opportunity to compete for this. Already with points on the right up, tries to go in. That's a great score. That's a confidence boost for him and for Club Africain. Well, in these last two possessions, has already overtaken.
Like and sub, like and sub.
The first quarterfinals, he's playing with intent. And again, you always got to look at a player's body language, and that aggressive tick inside there through the contact, and the lion killer, well, he works. He does. He's definitely roaring. I had a little chat with him after the first game. He said he didn't play much, a little bit frustrated. You don't get enough time on the floor. When you don't get enough time on the floor, you can't really prove to a new coach what you're actually capable of doing it in a live game moment. He represented himself now on the pickup runs and the upper basket. He's 35. He's continued to grow his portfolio. He certainly had value. Well, there's Drew Cisse trying to deal with that threat, but it hasn't worked. There you go. He gets a second bite. That was nearly a wonderful scoring shot. Tricks inside the paint. In so many ways. 1:30 left in this first quarter. And it's 27-16. And the chance for Antigone to try and float it over the top nicely. This is what it's all about. That's the reason why he's on the floor. He's got 7 points already. He's providing some relief here from the two front court players. Good about right and line out. We're giving them additional scoring, taking some pressure off them. I think Red Jang shooting that mid-range too just tells you how dangerous those guys are. He's up to 7. Fair to say right now both teams are adapting. More free-flowing offense. Drew Cisse spins. Gets the ball up to Ahli. There's another bucket. Well, he's on fire for there is the game. This is the ideal scenario, isn't it? 9 points. Just get him the basketball right now. The right side connect the skills that is what you got to plug in. Watch out, John Williams coming through. Okay, it's the foul. Sometimes you make that sacrifice even against someone so agile as that moment I don't want to lose. But I've got to really make a decision. And the foul, I suppose, go for the line from the free throw line as opposed to giving up an easy score. Well, listen, it's acceptable considering this.
Like and sub, like and sub.
You've really got to, try and defend. You've got to match what the defensive team is bringing to you. So, bring it on. Texas and UNLV. He spent his 4 years in college. Dr. Williams, Long Island Nets, the Skyhawks, and the G-League. Of course, he's played twice for the Atlanta Hawks. He's going to have a season in China with the Shanghai Sharks. Yeah, and of course, Westchester Knicks, which is obviously a team that's very connected to Pops, who's here, one of the ambassadors, of course. So there's influence there on the players coming. This ceiling is unlimited as far as what we've seen from production has been on the floor. It's no glass ceiling. There's a Chanucci going up, tries to get the 3 shot. Rolls back out, it's been picked up by Archer with another rebound. There's Sally backstory. Little bit of a doing the business. It goes up and doesn't manage to get the shot. Jones Jr. That's the back up. 4-point lead. They've done a sterling job out in Libya to just steer the ship ahead. They lead by 10. We'll take a small break.
Like and sub.
Let's just have a look at that. Joe, little extra back in business, back in the VAL and doing what he does best. Super inside the paint is Joe Natural. Aaron and better than him as far as production can be concerned with the VAL and CBT. So, well, let's have a look at who tops the season points and breaking all records right now is that man, Craig Randall Joel. We spoke about his prowess and he ended up on top in 2024. He's almost unstoppable. Randall has surpassed him and it's still games to come. That's true. Last year, 2025, of course, started in 2022. 4 points separate them. And David AK, the Jalen Adams as well, 2025. You know, some of the players, we just, they come and go. But a lot of them, they want to come back and keep coming back. And when you start to give, profiles and history around this, it's fantastic to have both the stars. Fantastic. Here's Joe Jr. Joe Jr. trying to shake. There he goes for a long range 3 shots. Front rim. Picks up there. That's well. There's another pickup. Excellent work there from Takei. Just can't get the little touch there. And the other end, of course, you got danger. Sorry, so the contrast here is South Africa was shooting the ball a lot better in the first game from the 3-point line. They have struggled in contrast to they just 1 of 5 from the 3-point attempts right now. Jones Jr. going up. On the attack. That shooting thing doesn't happen. There's a foul on Charlie Moore. Or it's first foul in less than 1 minute. Asha, sorry, we're coming over to you now. Coach, was able to do when he came off the bench up to 5 points already, but he's asking them to just continue, taking that ball around and between, of course, the backcourt and the frontcourt. And we've seen Charlie Moore step outside as well. He's been asking on defense, but if there's an opportunity for him to score,
Like and sub, guys.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's Ashwell's such a perfect profile. There's the foul there from Shanufi. 12-point lead, and they're trying to increase that as well. Because there's only 1 point separating the 2 teams from the first quarterfinal clash. Aggregate scores count. So, what we talked about yesterday, there was a difference of 20 between Houston Robots and Tigers. The first quarterfinal game between these 2 teams, just 1 point. So the Libya's side. Yeah, and at any point in the rotation, with Jordan Well being available, and have a front court carry Echewell and then move take out to the forward position, and then they have more size than most teams on the floor. And they've got bench as well, haven't they? They've got a bench, and they've Still just searching and find a way to input himself. Well, when he gets to the free throw line, he's able to convert as well as 76% from the free throw line. And that's one way that you continue to just compound points, and that's why you can't keep it on the scoreboard, averaging 19 points, 8 assists in that regular season. Well, finally, Ahli gets the chance to go up to the charity strip and try and get some points. The next recommendation we see here from Travis is that he's see them on the floor at the same time, not just here. Oh, it's interesting. I spoke to Coach Foster just before. He wasn't saying that Mariah is a better player than Joe Rachel, but he said that he's literally the glue that sticks together this Ahli legacy. So going on what he's seen, rebounds, passing, interpretation, in the paint, quick decision making. It was 105 in the quarterfinal. I don't think it's going to be the same in this final. That's a nice little shot for him. That's a great bucket from Max again. He's up to 12 points into double figures. The lead to scores. Opening up on the river Venus. All of it. What do you get out of that? That is Charlie Warby tonight. Big shine. Talking about he says athleticism. We see all of it. As he gets our top, it sends that one to the rafters.
You were talking about combinations, but having Cisse on the floor at the same time with Max Gay gives you a very productive.
They're always fantastic. And I like if you look at Max again, you see a player who's very quick in transition. He'll be shifting very swiftly up to the other end to get on the offensive game, of course, as we've seen before. But he can also shoot big shots from downtown. That one not going in, back off the nail and back out.
Well, that might have even been a heat check from Max Gay. He's been locked in, and I don't think anybody would argue with that shot that he just finds the back of the net.
Sorry, Ashika.
No, I'm just saying that's what you call a Cisse.
We've got a 12-point advantage for drives one over the top with it. And it's Sublime shooting from that one. He's up to 11. They go 4 of 5 now from 4 of 6 from the three-point line. I love Lydia. They are connected, finding the touch. And last act. Too much time, too much space for one of the most efficient shooters in season 6, and Donovan Williams. Well, they are putting an emphasis mark, an exclamation mark on it. Highlight play behind the back. Come on, how crafty is that? 3 shot, there it goes.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown. And today, the same spirit lives on. Rania soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching out frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience. The kind every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwandair is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
18-point lead there, and Donovan Williams is up to 13 points. Exquisite shooting of
Yeah, Coach Antonio Kinds is very concerned when it comes to defense. They've already conceded 13 points in 3 minutes late in the second quarter, and they've just scored 5. But the conversation also is to stay aggressive, step up to Ahli every time they take that shot. It feels that to score.
It's not just Donovan Williams, though, is it? You've got Charlie Moore now, who's like sort of, hitting shots, making assists. Take her everywhere. Usually, club have been able to disrupt the offense of their opponents. The ball picked up. Ahli's trying to get his hands on the ball. It will be back to there as the club African. I think my thought now, just in terms of the disruption effective from club African from the defensive side, was happening. Oh, stop it! Match up 10! Coming in with a sledgehammer dart. That is massive as well. Three-pointer. Perfect play on the other side. They just have all the answers right now. I think Usher was shaking on the ground when that hit. That was massive.
Well, I can tell you that Kansas was very animated after my job then looked to have a highway.
Monari reads the play very well. Goes around, kicks it out. There's Abada going up for a three. Hackins trying to get his hands on it. Behind him. Press again. Picks up Abada. Sadi, that's a nice little battle. And he gets knocked to the ground. Foul on Abada. Sadi.
Like and sub, like and sub.
Takes the position. And they have had answers to every question that has been thrown at them against Omar Abada. The outstretched arm from already on the content. To the free throw line, they go just for the 6th and 7th attempt. First foul for the right.
For Ahli, they've done a great job in terms of stopping Omar about 23 points in the 35 minutes playing in the first leg on Saturday. And so far, they're trying to make sure that he's staying away from any shot selection. And if he's going to score, it will have to be.
But the thing is, Abada, great in scoring, of course, but he's also his passing ability, the assist. If he can't score, he knows how to get the ball to someone else. Absolutely, but they need him. But they also need his quick reaction. It's a big part of the offense. Dang. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Falling onto Dang. There's a timeout call there on the floor. Well, it might have been one side of Abada just trying to get in. You see there. Oh, it's definitely Abada, yeah. And maybe trying to come on the other team, and now teams need to be separated. A little bit of tension in the first quarterfinal. And the second, we saw some tension everywhere. But right now, yeah, it's a high profile game. When you get to the stage of the competition, you know that, you lose, you go home. It's pretty much that. Especially with this game where you've only got 1 point separating the two. So it's, going to be so decisive every single play that they make. Tensions run high on the benches, and this is when it matters most, and we'll see how they come out of this timeout. It's a real opportunity here for either coach and either team to seize a little bit of that aggression and that momentum and just channel it into the game on the
coming up from that timeout, there's a technical foul on both Majok Green and Ahli.
Okay, obviously, that's what followed. Just coming up against each other as you talk about tension. Makes sense. Let's have a look at the game leaders today. Williams 13, Michael Gage, great for his 12 charge.
That's a woman.
And Williams alongside Majok Green.
Number 11 is a woman.
In the top 5 scorers of the game so far. And that's how you end up. Reaction there from the officials, of course, and the crew chief, Gina, at 80 for the United States. We'll go over to you, Russia.
Well, Coach Patrick Harris very selective with his work here for Ahli. Libya. They have 20 points inside the paint. They have size, and that is something that has worked for them. Scoring options.
That's okay. 6 seconds left to play. He picks up by Mohammed. Abada's to his left, gets this here and goes right up that left leg. That's a second shot points, and it's going to be drained, of course, by Mohammed. Well, then little tension that seems to have struck South Africa here. There's a little more intensity on the defensive end for them. That's a long range shot coming in. It rolls out. We talk about the tenacity of Tunisians, basketball in Tunisia. I think we could definitely say that they've got that fighting, gusto. They've got that ability. We've got to be strong, we've got to be mentally capable of dealing with a team who are in charge of the moment. Well, they are. And some players, some teams that like to play more under pressure. Tunisians certainly do. The SMRA, he hits from the bench. 2 personal fouls now. Tries to come back here. Abada unable to get those points that he's after. He's on 4 so far, but understanding how important it is to try and go. Africain would love to get hold of some of those rebounds when the shots don't go in. Williams picks up another. It's a foul for Hackins on Williams, who goes straight to the free throw line. There's some good communication here between Daniel Williams and waiting for speed, trying to attack downhill after being caught in an awkward position and just drawn into the foul.
3 personal fouls for Ahli, and that's cause for concern there for Club Africain. But who's going to
Like and sub.
Actually not. Mohamed Hamidan is preparing to come on, and that should give them an opportunity to change the way they were playing. Of course, he's bringing that touch on George Rao.
It's going to intensify. When you know that you can, is that first? Williams is guaranteed to literally moment of decision. I'm going to go for it. I pay the price. Yeah, but they have good conditions. 73% of the season, they will punish you from the line. He gets 1 or 2 days. But not enough. About it. Targets the corner. Back out Marnawi. Mohammed, 2 seconds left. He's got to go for a shot. That's a great bit of weakness. Love the way he weaves to the right hand side of Jello Achille. You see how he switched the defense. So there's a little zone there, but nice attack by Aminu. Nice space right up against the actual. Another easy drive as well. Charlie Moore trying to drive through. More for the travel. A little bit of frustration there. Plenty of South African players in the paint. This might be the best pitch of basketball for South Africa so far in the second quarterfinal. They would have been on the screen. They trail by 12. Back out. It's a great score. 2+1. And Mohammed, the Nigerian, showing off his physicality there. Great work in the paint. Showing off his verticality as well and his ability to finish right there inside the paint. Difficult as soon as he takes up two. Gets right back in the defense. Contact with counter back. Gets a chance for the 3-point play.
Yeah, to bring it down to 10 points for the first time in a long time. I think that all of these little moments, they're going to feed off this. We talk about the game of runs. This is very much one of those moments where they can exploit. Gets the three.
And since that moment where we saw the two teams tied up in a little bit of tension, it's been Club African has benefited as the intensity has ramped up tremendously.
And the Club African fans here in Kigali banging their drums vociferously as they get behind their team. And 9-point differential.
They're trying to get starting to commit to a slide. Frozen.
Straight into the foul. Love the way that he's teasing. Nice little moment there. I like it.
This is an important one because Club African
Yeah, a little fiery moment here. Of course, Ahli at 1-point lead from the first game, so actually lead by 10.
10 points was the differential at the end of the first and 17-16 the score here in the second quarter. Trying to close out this third. Let's see what the stats really tell you. Let's talk about the fast break points from Ahli 8-7. It has 18-point lead.
Like and sub, like and sub.
Just the 3-point shooting has been the differential. They struggled in the first quarter. They found a little bit of touch on the 3-point line. They go 5 3-point. This is just the 3 in the second.
Ashad, if we could lend us your experience, your ears, your voice, just for a moment. What's been happening over there? There's not really panic on the bench of Ahli. They recognize that basketball is a game of runs. It was bound to happen that Club Africain react in the way that they've done, and you see that in the way they've decided it's not about tactics in this timeout. They're just saying, guys, let's go, let's keep the rhythm moving. And Donovan Williams with great words for the South Sudanese pair of Majorcan and Georgetown. And we see Molinari going up to try and finish off this wonderful piece of play. Of course, we like what Molinari does. Shooting from the outside, but also very aggressive when he goes through the inside. Interesting play.
And then from there, up there, there's 2 guards. Are able to put the ball on.
That 20 points is difference now. It's a wonderful run here. We got 4, 3, 11 left to play in this second quarter. Donovan Williams. Williams trying to go around Mohamed. That's an interesting matchup. Williams goes down. Now this is concerning for Mohamed. That's number 3 for him. And you put Max again in the same pool and you realise that you've got 2 vital.
To his body. And Mohamed picks up the foul. That's a tough cover. It's not a lightning first step, but it's his athleticism, the ability to get off the second quarter.
Page Katsikalis with his experience in the VAL, plenty of experience in what he's actually done, of course. And coaching from Athens, the 59-year-old, coached the
just need to see so far. Just 2 games in, we've been able to do this 11 squad. 3 shots. It's been tapped out. So, dropped down there by Giovanni. Giovanni getting his first minutes on the floor. At the end of the second. Missed opportunity there. They trail by 8. More. Maxwell. That's the travelling call. And the winner was just trying to carry the ball over to the left side before he did a jump back. He just got caught out there. Just fantastic positioning defensively from Clever.
Like and sub, like and sub.
There it is. Sets it up. And there's the delivery there coming from Ahli. It was almost done there. Lovely pass. Perfectly placed. You talk about the playmaking of Bavada right there. 3-point pass. Had no choice but to finish. Delightful from Bavada. That's the travelling call again for Williams on the ground. Oh, and there's a little bit of frustration there. Having Andrew snatched the ball out of the hands of Donovan Williams. Attention. And he gets a little on the floor, but here, have a look here. Avada connects. Hagen on the catch and finish. African pushing forward. And it's 6. That's all it is. 6. 1:57 left to play in the second quarter. They bring it down closer and closer. And I'll tell you, this is going to be a fabulous battle. And Ahli gets fouled. Is that when he picks up the foul? If it is, he's in a little bit of trouble. Just a little for him. Yeah, this is going to be frustrating for Murray. Trying to work the outstretched arm, contact the shoe. He actually left a very little choice to the officials. They had to make the call in this case, but he will pick up his third foul.
Like and sub, like and sub.
They have showcased the character throughout. So our conference been down to the variety of ways and a variety of circumstances. It's like, and every single time they've been found a way to fight it. We're seeing it unfold during the second quarter of this quarterfinals. Very interesting. 10 to 15, 10 to 12 to Club Africa. They're 83%. Looking good. It's Day. Murray. It's going to work. That's strong work, isn't it? Just going in the paint, trying to deal with Sada. That's almost a kind of test for Murray. The way that it was blown on one side, is it to see how if the contact causes it. When he catches it that close, they are few better in the PAO. And sometimes, those close body contact in the combats, that left elbow getting behind the body basically freed him up to actually go through. And afterwards, once he had position and got the ball that close, the decision that the defenders try to contest lead or just let him score. And it's the skill, isn't it? You work on that, in training. Just really untangling yourself so you actually got the passage of play and you'll attract attention every time. Positioning is a skill. And Murray's definitely got that when he goes to work in the paint. Very agile, very strong sling. It's a 5-point lead here. Crikey is getting very interesting here. This North African battle is producing plenty of intrigue. Now switching to full court coverage again. We saw them use this early in the game. How did that? But it's Giovanni had it out. Shot coming in. Giovanni now he's going to drive through. This coming up in the air, picked up by Saudi finals. Just knock it over the edge. And Williams had it Jump down, front line back out. Missed opportunity. Didn't make it a height that he wanted there. Yeah, did not come out of the head the right way. But the other man said, oh, it's just as close to being in as out. There's that about it. Marnawi picks it up. That's good work on Williams. Commits the foul. Marnawi just managed to get that first. It's a little bit scrappy here for these teams. How good play and turning it fouls. The shot selection looking all over the place. The ball haphazard right now. It's uncharacteristic of these teams. You know, for the structure. Here's the scenario. It's 50-50 ball. Marnawi comes away with the advantage and the opportunity to Usher 29.4 seconds left in the second quarter. This is not looking effective.
Yeah, absolutely. At the moment, tempers are flaring. It will be absolutely players can breathe in and breathe out and focus on the basketball.
And look at the players who've got 3 fouls. You've got Donovan Williams and Murray on the one side. Then on the other side, you've got Rex again. And then you've got also Ahli and Mohammed. All of these are like, major players. They ran big minutes. Donovan Williams did not leave the floor. He caught a final foul number 1. He was on the floor for all 40 minutes. And right there, getting more minutes. He's being scored still for Club Africain. And then we can talk about the other two technical team. Thank you so much. Let's take 24 seconds. It is Warriors in possession here. We got 4.85 point all in aggregate, including the first quarterfinal matchup. Differential of about 5 seconds. Ball goes driving through. That's quality basketball from Charlie Moore. Pass out to Marnawi. It's not the right one. That was a mistake there from Sada. That's a crucial error. 6.7 seconds. And take it to a 3-possession game here. And look at the work of Moore. Makes him effortless as he gets inside there for that finish. Charlie Moore for a 3 shot. It's going to be blocks up the other end. Oh, it's just got blocked by Saudi. And there's that. Oh, I should have been able to get the buzzer beater there. And an animated finale to this second quarter.